Hey folks, let's dive into the second most important pillar of OOP, and that is inheritance.
Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that like button if you like my video. Also click on that notification bell. Thank you.
The concept of inheritance in Python is the same as in real life. Think about how children inherit some qualities from their parents, like eye color, hair type, or even habits. They don't need to learn everything from the beginning because they already have some things passed down from their parents. But at the same time, they also develop their own unique personality and skills. In the same way, in Python, a new class can take features from an old class. The new class automatically gets everything from the old class, just like a child getting traits from their parents. But the new class can also have its own special things that make it different. So, inheritance in Python is a way for one class to take the properties and behaviors of another class. The class that provides its features is called the parent class, base class, or superclass. And the class that inherits these features is called the child class or subclass. The main purpose of inheritance is to avoid writing the same code multiple times and to make the program more organized and easy to understand. Let's take an example of UPS, which stands for United Parcel Service, a well-known American company that provides shipping, logistics, and package delivery services. It has many employees like delivery drivers, warehouse workers, and managers. All employees have common details like name, ID, and salary and follow the same company rules. Instead of writing separate records for each type of employee, UPS can create one main employee record with common details. This is like a parent class. Then separate records for drivers, warehouse workers, and managers can be made. These are child classes that inherit the common details, but also have extra details specific to their job. For example, drivers have truck details, warehouse workers have shift timings, and managers have team management details. This way, UPS keeps records in an organized and efficient way. In Python, to use inheritance, follow these simple steps. First, create a parent class, also called a base or superclass, that contains common features that can be used by other classes. Then, create a child class, also called a derived or subclass, by writing the parent class name inside brackets when creating the child class. When you create an object of the child class, it can automatically access the attributes and features of the parent class. This means the child class object can use both the parent's features and its own special features because the child class inherits everything from the parent class. Furthermore, the super method is used inside the child class to call the parent class's constructor or other methods, ensuring that the parent's features are properly initialized and available to the child. Let's step into the UPS company example again and practically perform it. Let's get started. First, we create a parent class named employee. This class will have a constructor, which is a special function that runs automatically when we create an employee. Inside this constructor, we define three attributes: name, employee ID, and salary. These are common details that every employee in the company will have. Next, we display these details. So we define a method called showDetails inside the parent class. This method returns a simple sentence with the employee's name, ID, and salary. Because this method is inside the parent class, all employees, no matter what their job is, will have access to it. Now, let's move on to different types of employees. In this company, there are delivery drivers, warehouse workers, and managers. Each of them shares the basic employee details, but they also have extra details specific to their jobs. Instead of writing the same employee details again for each type, we use inheritance. First, let's create a child class called delivery driver. This class needs to store extra details about delivery drivers, like their truck number. Since we want to use the parent class's features, we must connect the child class to it. For this, we write the parent class name inside brackets. This tells Python that delivery driver is inheriting from employee. Now we create a constructor for delivery driver. Inside this constructor, we use a special function called super. The super method calls the constructor of the parent class so that the child class automatically gets the name, employee ID, and salary attributes from the employee class. After calling super, we define the extra detail for delivery drivers, the truck number. Then we modify the show details method in the child class to include the truck number along with the common employee details. Since we do not want to rewrite the same code, we again use super inside this method. It calls the show details method from the parent class and adds the truck number at the end. Similarly, we create another child class named warehouse worker, which also inherits from the employee class. This class needs an additional detail, the shift timing of the worker. Just like before, we use super inside the constructor to get the parent class details and then add the shift timing. The show details method is also modified so that it includes the shift timing along with the common employee details. Finally, we create a manager class, which is also a child of employee. This class needs extra information about how many people the manager supervises, so we add an attribute called team size. Again, super is used to get the common details from the parent class. The show details method is updated to include the team size along with the name, ID, and salary. Now it's time to create objects for different employees. First, we create an object named driver1 for the delivery driver class, passing the name John, employee ID 101, salary $40,000, and the truck number truck 12. Since delivery driver is a child class of employee, it automatically inherits the common details from the parent class while also having its own specific attribute, truck number. Next, we create an object named worker1 for the warehouse worker class. This time, we pass the name Alice, employee ID 202, salary $45,000, and shift timing night. Because this class also inherits from employee, it receives all employee attributes and includes the additional shift detail for warehouse workers. Then we create an object named manager1 for the manager class, assigning the name Robert, employee ID 303, salary $90,000, and the team size 10. Since the manager class is also a child of employee, it gets all the common employee details while adding its unique team size attribute. Finally, we print the details of all three employees by calling the show details method for each object. Let's run this program. Here you can see the details of each employee, including their name, ID, salary, and the extra details specific to their job roles. The delivery driver's details include the truck number, the warehouse worker's details show the shift, and the manager's details display the team size. This confirms that inheritance is working correctly, allowing each child class to inherit common attributes while adding its own unique information. So this is a simple explanation of inheritance in OOP. See you in the next lecture. And let's keep learning together.